Alright, you animals of this rock and roll zoo! Up on your hind legs and clap your paws for your keepers! Here to rattle your cages and jerk your chains are Fyre recording artists from Cleveland, Ohio! The incredible, phenomenal John Boy!
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Rock and Roll Geezer Show. That was sure a great band. If you still notice the entrance there, the Dead Boys being introduced back in the day. You know what that was, Doc? That
Doing the
was,
introduction?
yeah. Who was that?
No,
Where was that?
Where was that? Was the CBGBs, I believe.
Very cool. Oh,
yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Dead Boys at CBGB's. Wow. That was a great concert. We saw them a few years back. That was pretty crazy cool.
Yeah,
But anyway,
front and center, man.
yeah, right up
Awesome.
front, getting bashed by the mosh pit behind us. It was very cool. But hey, anyway, yeah, welcome to the Rock and Roll Geezer Show, a weekly rock news outlet here. By golly, I'm your host Murph, and of course, we got a lot to talk about. Got an unbelievable update on the Fyre Festival. Everybody remembers we talked about that years ago. The Fyre Fest. Well, that hasn't died yet. And we got a little Elon in the news, some R.E.M. Oh, caramba. Sons of Kiss. We got to talk about some spawn of Kiss members. They're up to no good. And a couple of sad deaths we got to talk about. Geez, Ronnie Radke, man. Ronnie Radke's dropping bombs. Gotta love him, Boy, he just can't stay out of the news, and bomb dropping he is. And also, we got an update on the gal who was gonna take control of Graceland, supposedly. Well, we got a nice update there. Can't do it on my own though. Got to do it with my co-host, and that would be Doc Vox, the man from Aurora, Illinois. What's going on, Doc?
Yeah. Here we are again for another week. Glad everybody could check in with us. So glad that you did. Please like if you like the video, just to see what happens. What the hell? Ready for another week of rock news. And yeah, just as usual, good variety of stories. Lots to dig into. And starting with, Fyre Fest, man. We've been talking about this for a while, and we've been slightly fascinated with it. And now it's 2.0 is coming around.
Fyre Fest 2.0. Yeah. Geez, it's been 8 years since the infamous, now this is from the site Far Out, and I got to tell you folks, you're far out, man. But 8 years from the infamous Fyre Festival, and which promised to be a, quote, once-in-a-lifetime musical experience. And quite honestly, it turned out to be a once-in-a-lifetime musical experience.
Indeed.
And the organizer, Billy McFarland, has unveiled plans for Fyre Festival 2. Well, it was going to take. This is great. This is always what you want to hear. Initially, the sequel festival was due to take place in late April, but has now been announced as taking place from May 30th to June 2nd. So right away, they had to change the date because they're just so unorganized, probably. And remember, he was convicted and sentenced to 6 years in prison for wire fraud. So he says the change is coming because we needed the extra month to give our partners time to get everything ready. Oh boy, spring event does not give organizers a great deal of time to get everything ready for the event, which does not have an announced lineup of artists as of this time of writing. Well, that's always a good sign.
That's encouraging. Yeah,
we don't have anybody playing, but we don't
know where it's going to be or who's going to be there, but give us your money anyway. Even though the first time around we took your money for a cheese sandwich.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're going to have artists across electronic, hip hop, pop, and rock. And the organizer added, "It's not just music. we might have a professional skateboarder do a demonstration. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Now that's
Hey, how
up
about
in the
that?
game. That's up in the game
Yeah,
right
there
there.
you go.
Yeah. We might have
How
an
about
MMA
that?
champion
Like
teach you
3/4 of the
techniques.
audience couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. Swear to God. We might have an MMA champion teach you techniques in the morning. So you're gonna have 10,000 people waiting in line to have some MMA guy show them how to break an elbow or something. That's just great.
show me how to get out of this hold. Yeah.
But yeah. Given the
Show me how to
festival's
kick this
history,
guy's ass.
given the festival's history, it may be difficult for attendees to trust McFarland's claims, particularly with the organizer using the word might heavily in that previous quote. Remember, they were promised luxury food, great camping, glamour camping. They call it glamping in this article. I imagine it's glamour camping, but
How
it's
cute.
glamping and
Yeah.
unparalleled experiences. And pretty much they're all left without food, water, or medical supplies. Oh, gosh. So,
Yeah,
boy,
there's several little mini documentaries on YouTube about that. I encourage any of you to go check out. It's well worth it. There's
oh,
some good
yeah.
ones out there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it was just a whole debacle. I think most people know the story, but it's fun to watch the documentary where they get into some of the real detail. Excuse me, how messed up it truly was. But so now this guy served what he had 8 year sentence. He served 6 out of his 8 years. He's back out and back at it again. And who
Yeah.
honestly, who would touch this with a 10-foot pole?
Well, tickets
Who,
start at $1,400, man. So they go up to 25,000 for the quote Phoenix
oh, there's a
Artist Access
package.
tier, and there's a
Yeah, oh yeah.
$1.1 million package available for 8
Package, yeah.
people. For
Yeah,
that
for 8
hefty
people
thumb,
on the yacht.
yeah, you will be on a
Yeah.
boat. You
Yeah.
got the luxury yachts we partnered with. Oh boy, this is just
Sure.
a train wreck waiting to happen. How many years do you think he'll get this time, Doc? Jeez, creamy, probably double it anyway. Maybe 16 years. Gosh, this is a
Yeah, you
train.
remember he just like all the islanders that worked on it, he stiffed all them. He just like owed everybody money, man.
Oh my
This guy's like
gosh.
the biggest weasel of them
Well,
all.
yeah, the first one was held in the Bahamas, but this one's going to be held on Isla Mujeres, the Mexican island situated on the meeting point of the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea, or Caribbean if you prefer. So good luck with that train
The
wreck
Gulf of
from heck.
America out there.
The Gulf of America.
Yeah.
You're right, Doc. Well, I'm just old school. They can have
Yeah.
it for all I'm concerned. It is what it is. But boy, oh boy, how about that? Man, oh man, oh man.
Well, the only difference is that people are saying that, this time's different. He has the logistics are being handled by a Mexican concert production company called Lost Nights, which is kind of a
Los
ironic
what? Yeah,
name
they
for
gotta have it. It gotta be Los
Lost
Niños or
Noches.
something
Yeah,
weird.
it'd be Lost Noches. Yeah,
Noches, okay.
yeah. But
Boy, that's gonna be a train wreck from hell.
who knows? I mean, like I said, anybody that would touch this with a 10-foot pole, they get what's coming to them. Quite honestly,
Not one
I
damn
know we always
artist
get a
signed up
kick
yet.
when rich people are foolishly parted with their money,
Um,
whatever. But still.
Yeah, fooling his money are soon parted for sure.
This
And
time is the zenith of fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. If you go for this time,
oh
like I
yeah,
said, you got what's coming to you.
I
So
can only imagine, the kind of boats they might have there. Some of those old ramshackled, whatever. I
right,
can't remember what they call them. The old like Chinese, what you would call them. Gosh, they had a name for them kind of boats. But I can see him just, I I don't believe for a minute that this is going to turn out well. Especially he's got nobody signed. Nobody wants to play this crap. Boy, oh boy. I don't know, Doc.
yeah, it says here it's about the adventure. So you'll be scuba diving with me. So yeah, sounds great.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. So you can drown his ass and leave him under a clam under there.
right.
Let the sharks and the mollusks come and eat him. Yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
they're saying here the ticket company I mentioned that they've already promised full refunds if the event is canceled. So
No boy. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice,
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
we'll see.
Show me fool me
So this
once,
is still
shame on
what the
you.
end
Fool
of
me
May,
twice, shame
right?
on me.
Memorial Day weekend, right? The end of
Oh
May.
boy.
So I think so. We'll
Well,
see.
good luck with that.
We'll keep you guys informed. See what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, here we go. Here's a doozy, Doc. Holy smokins. Where are they? There they are. They look happy with each other. Well, it's Elon Musk and it's Jay-Z. What could that possibly be about? Well, let me tell you what it's about. Headline here from the site Amazing. And I don't doubt this at all. Headline: Elon Musk claims Jay-Z spent millions to secure Beyonce's best country album win. Now, Musk claims in a series of, well, let's go. Tech billionaire Elon Musk has stirred up another major controversy, alleging that Jay-Z spent over $170 million to influence the music industry and ensure that Beyonce won the best country album at the Grammys. In a series of media posts, Muskie one claims that Jay-Z paid 20 mil to radio shows to promote Beyonce's country album, 40 mil to country radio stations. They did that. Shame on them for airplay. And $110 million for downloads to artificially boost sales. Oh, boy. Musk alleges that these financial moves were part of the broader industry scheme to position Beyonce as a country music star, despite criticism from some traditional country fans. Well, if that's true, brother, oh, that is low. That is just low. And yeah, she probably didn't know
I,
about it because you could see the look on her face when they called her name. She was like, you almost had to
yeah, I don't know. I have
resuscitate
my
her.
doubts on that, but she
Well,
may
good
not
call.
have. This one of them kind of things where Jay Z just said, "I'll take care of it. She don't need to know about. I want, make her feel like But gosh, I hope not.
Boy.
That seems like an awful lot of money. I mean, you always hear payola, and that's always gone on where they pay the record
Oh,
radio
yeah.
stations to play records and stuff. So, but seems a bit exorbitant, man. 170 million to get an album out there from an already established star. Just I don't
I
know.
mean, I know if you're a
And like, does
billionaire,
Elon have enough going on? What's Elon?
yeah,
Doesn't he
what's
have
he?
enough going
Well,
on where
he
he's
got
worried
them
about what?
Doge geniuses working
Now the
there,
Doge
messing
has
with
gotten
everything. And,
into the Grammys, man.
well, if he did do that, what a shame. Geez, just think about 170 million. Imagine what they, I know, but imagine what they could have done in a poor neighborhood. Jeez, I'm sorry, but
Poor city,
poor, well,
neighborhood, hell.
even, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, too many creepers.
170 million, dude. That's like,
Million just to
yeah,
just to pay off some. Most of them are probably sleazy anyway if they're taking the money,
that
knowing
seems
that.
like a
Oh,
crazy amount, man.
yeah,
I don't know. I
we'll
got
have
my
to look
doubts
that
on
up.
that.
Yeah,
I, I,
maybe.
I mean, that's the reported amount, but I just, boy, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if that's the case, shame on them. And hopefully, if that's the case, at least me hopefully spending
Well,
170
it's
million of
just,
his money on charity. Mm,
yeah, right. No, it's more important that his wife get a
mm.
best country album or whatever
Gosh
Grammy.
almighty, I don't.
And it's just, I don't know, the musicians I listen to, coming from the punk world, kind of, they could give two shits about awards. They don't care about, but people in the pop world, man, boy, they really, they cling to those things. That's what they're out there for. It just, I don't know. And it's get to this level, apparently. I hope not. That
Uh,
means the Grammys is totally compromised.
yeah.
You can't,
Well, and
it's
honoring
just,
yourself is one of the seven deadly sins anyway. So they're all about
right,
themselves. Just shame
right.
on them. If that's the case, well, yeah. And she's not a country artist. She may have recorded a few songs that could sound country, although let's face it, they're not traditional country or anything. But good riddance on the whole freaking music industry at this point. Rock is dead, brother. Right? We keep talking about
Well,
that. Our
even
rock is
too,
dying.
even too, it's been this way kind of for a long time, I suppose. But they have the best album or whatever, and it's really best album by a major artist. What I mean? You
Yeah.
never hear like every once in a great while there'll be somebody like you never heard of. Once like a
Yeah.
Sturgill Simpson or somebody once in a great while or something.
Uh,
But it just I don't know. It just seems like it's all bought and paid for, and very
ah,
rarely is the most popular music the best music. Probably not since the Beatles has that been the case, I would say probably.
oh
So,
yeah.
you know,
Well, you can get somebody in a studio and the producers take over and can turn, garbage into gold. Ooh, nice. I have to remember that. Garbage into gold. Yes, sir. But it just horrible. That's not a country. I don't consider any of the country this day country.
Yeah, right.
So, it's some kind of offshoot at this point.
That's just the next logical step. You're just
Yeah.
turning country into pop anyway. Just go right to Beyonce.
Oh,
There's your next
gosh
your pop step
almighty.
right there. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. But it is what it is. And here's a disturbing situation. Gosh
Oh,
almighty.
come on.
R.E.M. There they are. R.E.M. Gosh almighty. They they got together and played. Jeez. Did anybody ask for this? I don't know. Okay, I'll shut up. From far out people again. R.E.M. Made a surprise reunion in their hometowns of Athens, Georgia. Yeah, it surprised fans at the 40 watt in their hometown Athens. Is that how much energy they produced, or is that the name of the place? I'm kidding. I'm just not big on REM. That I consider
I
them a
never
40
used to
watt
really be,
band.
but they've kind of grown on me, man. I have a
Oh,
few of their
jeez.
albums. I'll listen to them. They've,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, I'm not going to say they're in my top, whatever, but
Yeah.
yeah, I could listen to them sometimes. Yeah.
You know what I think about though? When I think of REM, the Office, where Dwight's out in his car and he's cranking that REM song was, something about how it hurts or something, or
Everybody hurts. Yeah. Yeah.
everybody hurts. I hate him even more when I hear that. Everybody hurts. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
no, this is
up.
just a one-time impromptu kind of thing. They were another concert by artist Michael Shannon and Jason Narducci, maybe I don't know,
Nardog.
but yeah, including the drummer, the longtime stepped down many years ago, Bill Berry.
No
So
kidding.
all four of them. That's the first time all four. But it was just
Wow.
impromptu. Bill Berry was on the tambourine, and Mike Miles wasn't playing anything. He was just singing backup and stuff. So it was a real
Huh.
informal, impromptu kind of thing. But they did one song, "Pretty Persuasion," one of their deep cuts. And I don't know, that'd be it. You know what? And people, oh, is this gonna mean they're gonna? I would be more than shy if they ever got back together. I would be. I remember I've seen an interview with Mike Mills and with Rick Beato. I don't know if anybody watches Rick Beato, but and he asked him, has it ever happened? He says, no. We're determined to be the one band that meant it. He said,
Ooh.
we're going to be the one band that meant it when we
Oh,
said we're not
ooh.
playing again. So
Righteous. Yeah. I appreciate that. Well
Not to
done,
say that
man.
that couldn't, but
I applaud him. Thank you. Stay
yeah.
dead. You know, we appreciate the great songs. Everybody hurts. I'm sure they got a ton of great songs. Yeah, they do. What was one of their best videos on YouTube? Stand? Was it Stand in the
Dan, yeah,
place
that was
that you?
kind of a cheesy
That was
one
a
they had,
quirky.
but
They had some
yeah,
nice, lovely gals in there. I'm
yeah.
all about the lovely gals and videos.
That's
Doc,
from a
come
good
on,
album,
man.
Green Album. That was a good album,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. But yeah, they did a impromptu and one off apparently, but that's okay. They still got the guy with the monobrow. I think the bass player with the monobrow.
That's the drummer, Bill Berry. Yeah,
Oh,
he stepped out.
monobrow.
He had a
Yeah.
brain aneurysm. I want to say
Oh my
something
gosh.
with
He
the brain.
he should
Yeah,
play for Oasis.
and
A band of
yeah,
monobrows.
right.
Holy
And
shit.
he stepped out. And he's been like some type of farmer or something for a long
Ah.
time. Yeah, he stepped out.
Oh, right on for
Gosh,
him,
early
man.
2000s. I want to say maybe,
Talk
but
about an
yeah,
honorable doing something honorable, being a
yeah,
farmer, man. Nothing better than that.
yeah.
And then a
So
freaking
yeah, it's
rock
really
star.
surprising that he was
Wow.
among the reunion this time around. So, but
Good
apparently,
for
I don't know. I
him.
mean, they're all good friends still, and that's the
Yeah.
thing about REM I always respected too. Is they first got into it, they decided everything four ways. We're not going to fight about it. We're never going to have a discussion about it again.
I
That's
mean,
just the way we're just
songwriting
going to
and
do it.
everything. That's the way to
Yeah,
do it,
and just
publishing and
we're going to
everything.
do it four ways. Now we don't have to talk about it again.
Boy,
And
that's great. That's refreshing.
yeah, they
You
just all
know,
been the best of friends, and so remain to
man.
be, and still hanging out together. So good
Wow.
on them, as they say.
Good for them, man. Apparently they're not hurting, like their song said. So good for them.
But
Speaking
everybody
of,
hurts.
well,
Everybody hurts, man.
oh, well put.
Sometimes,
Well, oh, geez, that's
if you believe on the
righteous,
man in the
Doc.
moon.
Yeah, holy cow. Yes, yes, I do. But here's something I don't know. We'll see what develops with this. Where are they? There's the two.
Speaking of something that nobody asked for,
Yeah. You can obviously tell that that's Gene's son. There's no doubt that's Gene Simmons' son there. Yeah. And the other one is Paul Stanley's kid. And apparently they've recorded 10 songs together. Yes. Yes. Maybe they'll call themselves Smooch. Smooch. Yeah. I don't know.
heck,
But
or something. Yeah.
but meanwhile, Paul Stanley has revealed why Ace Frehley and the other former members of Kiss weren't involved in their final show. And boy, talk about brutal, man. Jeez. Yeah, they were pretty much
Because it was
ruthless.
exactly the same as all their shows. There was nothing different about it other than it being the last one. I mean, they have a set, stage show set that
Yeah,
they every
probably.
time I've
Yeah,
ever seen them, it's been pretty much the same. So
yeah,
I've seen it
probably set
twice. I
the
mean, not like a ton
computer.
of times seen, but both times I saw him was like that. So
But yeah, but the youngsters, sure enough, Stanley Jr., he fronts Amber Wild, who supported Kiss on some of those final dates, while Nick Simmons has sung with Bruce Kulick in the studio and with Wolfmother on stage, and is also
Wolfmother, yeah, I dig
one
down.
half of the mysterious electronic duo Simfera, a mysterious electronic duo. I don't want to know no more at that point. You just stay mysterious, and
Yeah,
we'll not
you can
worry about
remain
it.
mysterious, and we'll go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. But how about well, good for them. I don't know what it's going to be about. It'll probably be nonsense, but rock
Yeah, I
needs a
gave it
kick
a
in the
listen.
butt.
They put a little clip out, very Crosby, Stills, and Nash-ish,
Yeah.
acoustic. They got another guy joining them, Jacob Bunton, who apparently has been one of them kind of journeyman guys, just been kicking around playing with everybody,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
has joined up with them now. So yeah, Evan Stanley is Paul's kid's name, and Nick Simmons. Of course, we all know from Gene Simmons' Family Jewels,
Yeah.
from that show,
Right.
and
He's a tall drink of water. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's like 6'9", something like that.
Is
Yeah,
he really now?
something like
Wow.
that. Yeah, something crazy. Yeah, he's tall.
Well, my grandson's still grown. He's 6 up there. Yeah, very cool. But anyway, the news arrived 2 months after Simmons Sr. shared footage of the pair casually performing a cover of Simon and Garf. Here we go, full classic, Sound of Silence. Can they please leave that song and go? All these rock people,
All right.
just leave it alone. Jeez.
Disturbed covering it
Disturbed.
was
Yeah,
enough. Yeah.
that is disturbing. That disturbed me having to hear that, played by Disturbed. Having grown up with the original my whole life, I just leave that stuff alone. Goodness gracious. The Boxer, by the way, is one of Simon and
But they're bringing
Garfunkel's
it to a new
best.
generation, Murph.
I
They're bringing it
guess.
to a new
Well, then
generation.
do the Boxer or something. Jeez, that's a great song. But anyway, yeah, yeah. So these two, we'll see what happens with the 10 songs. Anything can happen in this day and age. Lord knows they probably won't put out an album. Why bother? Because they don't sell anymore. So, albums aren't really big anymore. So we'll see if they do videos and all that stuff. They have many outlets, and Dad's got a few bucks in his pocket. Both of their papas might help them out, getting what they need to get her going. We'll see. Or it may just be a one off. So good for them anyway. They look so happy there. Yeah, yeah.
How
Boy.
many kids of big time artists have made it? None come to mind.
Oh yeah. So you don't
Well, yeah,
remember Dino, Desi, and Billy, huh?
well, yeah, Julian Lennon. He had a little flash in the pan there.
Dino,
Trying to
Desi,
think.
and Billy.
Nothing else comes to
Dino
mind.
was to anybody
Yeah,
knowing
Dean
back in the
Martin.
day. Yeah, back in the day, Dino, Desi, and Billy had a hit or two, and Dino was the son of Dean Martin. Desi wasn't he the son of Desi
Of Desi
Arnaz?
Arnaz, yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Lucille Ball, yeah.
and then I can't remember who the third one was, but yeah, they had like a hit, which was really, I'm sure, a novelty thing. Cripes. I mean, they had they had a gnarly video of what was it? RFK singing "Wild Thing" back in the day. I remember that bill playing on WLS. Yeah, so
Back in the teen idol craze of the early '60s, and they tried to take rock and roll from us and
we wouldn't let him, man.
gave us
No,
all these bobbies.
Leave
Bobby
our rock
Vinton and
alone.
Bobby V and Bobby Rydell and Bobby,
Oh,
everybody was a
wow.
Bobby.
Bobby Ryder, yeah.
Yeah,
Holy smokums, man.
don't get me going.
What
The
any case,
Beatles
yeah.
saved us.
Yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see what comes of this. Evan Stanley, Nick Simmons. We'll see if it turns anything. That's all I got to say about that. Oh yeah. Moving on. Well, got some sad news to report this week. As you know, a lot of our heroes are getting at that age and doing their thing, passing away on us. And the latest one we talked about in what, Doc, 2 weeks ago? Was
Yeah.
it 2 weeks ago? Oh, what a shame. There he is, David Johansen. He passed away at age 75, was it there?
75, yeah.
75. What a shame. Yeah, New York Dolls singer, very cool actor. I don't know how many programs he was in, but he was wacky as hell in Scrooge behind me
Scrooge,
there as
yeah,
the
yeah.
taxi driver. He was so kooky. What a cool character he was. But yeah, he died March 1st, died at home in New York City, holding hands with his wife Mara Hennessy and daughter Leah, surrounded by music, flowers, and love. He died 75 years old of natural causes after like a decade of illness. So,
Oh,
he
yeah,
went
he had
he went
stage
out
4
well.
cancer,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, jeez.
So yeah, we just showed the video a couple weeks ago where he was kind of
Thanking
asking for
people.
money. Well, he was that, and yeah, asking for money and thanking people for contributions and stuff, and then he was not doing real well. And here it is 2 weeks later. So the last of the New York Dolls, he is the very last one. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What a
People also
shame.
remember Buster Poindexter. He was the Buster Poindexter with hot, hot, hot. Had that song with
Yeah.
him.
Oh, yeah. That was very
Yeah,
quirky. That was a
yeah,
really, with the high
yeah.
hair and everything.
Right,
What a
right, right.
quirky character he had. Cool suit and everything.
But
Yeah, yeah.
originally, he was known with the proto punk band from New York, the New York Dolls. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
they were one of
Johnny
the bands that
Thunder,
started the whole scene. Oh yeah,
Jerry Nolan. Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah.
what a shame that.
Sylvain, and Arthur Kane.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. So, boy, oh boy. And Martin Scorsese actually did a documentary on him, Personality Crisis for One Night Only. So, yeah, he's oh, what a drag. What a drag, dude. Yeah, it is what it is. So, we're getting
Yeah,
getting
he's
the
kind of one of Rock's characters for sure, man. But
yeah, yeah,
rest in peace.
absolutely. And here we go. Here's another sad one. Jiminy Creepers. The band Badfinger. Yeah, everybody
Oh yeah,
remembers the band Badfinger. Well, their last remaining member passed.
another last one. Wow,
Yeah, yeah, Joey. What's his last name? I can't even remember.
Joey
Brain
Molland.
Mullen. Yeah, brain fart here. Yeah, and what a drag, Badfinger. Such a mystique around them. It's amazing. The thing is, uh, the Beatles and their newly formed label Apple chose them while they were rejecting people like David Bowie, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And Paul McCartney took an interest in them, and he wrote their first hit,
Well, they
uh,
sounded just like the Beatles. That's
"Come and
probably
Get It." Well,
why.
listen here, my man. To help, he wrote the kid, "Come and Get It," which we all remember was a big hit, to help them get more
Oh yeah, yeah.
recognition. They were allowed to use the actual instruments that the Beatles themselves played on their songs, and they
There
got
you
to
go.
record in the same studios and use the same recording equipment. They had George Harrison helping them produce one of their albums. So a lot of people, yeah, the underground word was it was actually the Beatles, but
Right.
no, but they did everything. The Beatles did everything but write and sing the songs because the instruments are the same and everything. It's a very quirky little thing there. Very cool. But man, they ended up in tragedy. Gee, many creepers. A lot of tragedy. Gosh, my eyes are getting so bad. It sucks getting old. I'm gonna have to memorize all these lyrics that the band's gonna be doing. I'm singing like only two songs. I'm gonna have to memorize all these lyrics because my eyes ain't gonna be good enough to be able to read any goofy teleprompter or anything. That's the new thing these days, Doc. I've seen a couple of, yeah, actually.
Oh yeah.
Not big bands, a couple of bar bands actually use the teleprompter on the floor for their lyrics. Oh man, I don't want to do that, but I may have to. I may just have to. But yeah, they were a big band, but they got ripped off. Uh, 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 what a bummer! They got ripped off by a bad manager. Took all the money. Couple of them took their lives,
Yeah.
and wow, it just oh man, it just
Yeah,
tragedy all
Pete
the
Ham,
way.
he was kind of the leader. He's a member of the 27 Club. Yeah, he offed himself at 27.
27, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
And then years
Yeah, they had
later,
a lot
Tom
of great
Evans
songs,
committed
man. Day After
suicide.
Day, Baby Blue. Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of people don't know the Harry Nilsson song. Can't live if living is without you. That was a Badfinger song initially. He covered that for Badfinger. So yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
definitely had some good songs, and the
Well,
last of them, no more.
yeah. Let me read the last part of this. After that, it all falls apart after they get ripped off. Peter Ham finds out he's broke and commits suicide. Years later,
Huh?
Tom Evans also commits suicide because of pressing legal and money matters. Joey Molland and Mike Gibbons have to wait for years until they are finally able to receive royalties again for their albums at Apple and Warner Brothers because of their legal issues. And now, with the loss of Joey Molland, all four of these men are gone. They were good men, they were talented men, they were not greedy men. They just wanted to make music. They all deserved so much better than what they were given on this earth because they're greedy pieces of crap, you know?
Was that what did the Beatles screw them in, or that's just
I
the
bet that,
management? I suppose.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing the management. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it seems like they had a manager who really screwed the hell out of them. And that's so
The
easy to do.
story as old as recorded music, man.
Yeah, you know, and you know, too many of the, especially the earlier musicians, they
Oh yeah.
you know, the money they made, you know, it was they spent it, and that any money the record company made, they kept. So they didn't make squat.
Oh yeah.
Remember the story of Chuck Berry, how, you know, at the point he'd roll into town and he'd go to play, and he'd money up front in cash. Give
Oh
me
yeah.
the
All his
money up
live
front
gigs. Yeah.
or
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't play. You know,
Yeah.
because really enough with getting screwed. You know, jeez. Yeah, yeah, it's a hell of a business, and I'm sure it's even worse now. You know, with the new technologies and stuff, and the lack of actual albums and CDs and everything's
Well,
in
we
the
haven't
internet.
talked about it in a little while, but we talked about how the venues are squeezing the artist on merch, even and taking a major like
Yeah,
25% cut of the merch, for nothing.
yeah,
Just just yeah, they're getting nickel
yeah
and dime to death,
we
man.
talked about how bands, they apologize that they have to do this, or they can't even make any money on their
Yeah,
merch. So why
yeah,
even have it if you can't make any money? Because we got to pay
yeah,
these clowns, for
yeah.
table space. What a
Well, that's how
rip.
it started off for table space. Then it ended up just for nothing. Just they were just
Uh,
charging you anyway. Yeah.
Unreal,
So,
unreal. Gosh, here this guy.
a
Where is
couple of
he?
our favorite characters in this story.
Oh, there they are. There's Ronnie Radke and Eddie Trunk. Headline. Let me see who's this from. The rock celebrities, the good people of rock celebrities. The headline: Ronnie Radke warns rock community about Eddie Trunk's crimes. Oh boy, here we go. Ronnie Radke doesn't appear to be holding back when it comes to Eddie Trunk's silence regarding his colleagues' alleged misconducts. And that alleged misconduct includes his cohort, a 54-year-old guy screwing a 17-year-old girl. Oh boy. Oh wow, 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 wow. So Ronnie posts, this message is for the entire rock community. Sirius Radio, Monsters of Rock crews, anybody associated with Eddie Trunk. Eddie Trunk is complicit, and one of his friends knowingly effed a 17-year-old girl when he was 54 years old. Oh boy, oh boy. And he's blaming a lot of people that knew about this. Oh, it's just horrible, man. What do you think about that? Vince Neil, Sebastian Bach, Steve Tyler. He's calling them all out. He called out both Trunk and Woods about a matter and warned the guy's name is Woods and warned the
Brent
bands
Woods, yeah.
and organizations that hired or were planning to hire Woods. Now, what was Woods? He's like what was he?
Yeah, he's kind of a gun for hire kind of guy, guitar for hire. He's played
Oh,
with
okay. All
Sebastian
right.
Bach and oh gosh, I can't remember a few other folks. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. So, and then there's his name must be Brent. Not only
Yeah,
that, but he
Brent
also
Woods, yeah.
shared a picture of Brent Woods with then girlfriend. Here's a picture of Brent dating a 16-year-old girl right here with screenshots and evidence. The man is a pedophile. He's like 55 years old right here. A 55-year-old man that plays for all these legacy bands that you guys are all complacent over and turn a blind eye over. You guys are all hiring this pedophile. Turn a blind eye to him. Eddie Trunk, Sebastian Bach, and all you other effing losers, you guys are all rooted in pedophilia. You guys are all pieces of shit. Wow. Eddie Trunk hasn't responded to the claims since they first surfaced, but Woods made his public Instagram profile private. Oh boy. Yeah, but at the same, people are bitching, oh, Ronnie, just, blah, blah, blah. But if this is true, you know, that's bad news. And if it's true,
Well, so allegedly Ronnie's record isn't spotless in that area, so
oh boy, these people.
I mean, it kind of goes back to that 80s rock scene, groupies and all that kind of thing. But
She's only
dude,
17.
exactly. But dude, you're in your 50s now. This girl's young enough to be your granddaughter. Forget about daughter, your granddaughter.
She's only 68. I think she's something. I think she's so great. Yeah, it's sort of hard. No, boy. Yeah. Yeah, you're
yeah,
not
it's
going to go
part
out
of
there
it.
when you're 60 and sing, young girl, get out of my life. No, no, dude, you're 60. Stop it, man.
Gary
But
Puckett.
it's my hit. Yeah, well, old maid, get out of my life. See, you can change it easily. Old maid, get out of my life. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's
You're
part of
cleaning
his
the
statement there. He says, I don't have proof that Eddie Trunk is himself a pedophile. I'm not going to go out and say that, but blah, blah, blah.
Ugh. Well, guilt by association, I guess you would call it.
No, you know what? He just knows he's turned all these rock stars that he's supposed to be, journal, reporting on. He's become friends with over the years. And I'm sure these guys, yeah, they like to relive like they're still in the 80s. And, that's a stretch, dude. Come on, man. You're in your 50s and this,
Yeah.
teenagers. Come on, man.
I love to be back in my late 50s. Feel a little better anyway. But yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, it's oh boy. And then of course Ronnie says, anybody in my band, I see that crap, they're gone. But yeah, if you got the skeletons in your closet, best to shut the hell up. But at the same time, if nobody else is bitching about this,
Well, why call it Eddie Trunk though? I mean, that's just call it the guys that are doing it. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
well,
Unless he's just looking to take down Eddie Trunk. I mean,
yeah, that could be. Doc, it appears possibly that's what's happening. Yeah, yeah. Crazy. You nutty people. You crazy nutty people. Oh, let's finish on this. Speaking of crazy nutty people, where is it delightful? There it is. Oh, Graceland. Hot damn, baby. Yeah, I should have painted it pink before I left, before I died. But no, actually, but yeah, that's Graceland behind me, folks. But remember, well, a couple of years now, we talked about this wacky story where some lady was trying to foreclose on Graceland because she claimed that Lisa Marie, baby, took out a loan and used Graceland as collateral. And it turns out, and they were almost getting ready to go through the process, and the granddaughter steps up and says, whoa, Nelly, Your Honor, this ain't right. I'm sure she sounds better than that, but I don't know. But yeah. So she claimed that Presley's daughter borrowed $3.8 million from a bogus private lender. And this lady, wow, what balls. She got balls bigger than mine. And I gotta say, that's freaking impressive. Holy cow. She posed as three different people allegedly involved with a fake lender, fabricating loan documents, publishing a fraudulent foreclosure notice in a Memphis newspaper announcing the auction of Graceland in 2024. Holy cow. A judge thankfully stopped the sale right at that point. But what balls?
Is
Holy,
it, is it, is it brave or crazy, man?
it's got to
Is
be
it
both.
balls or lunacy,
Bravey,
man?
brave
Yeah,
and crazy. Holy cow. Yeah, but
yeah.
Riley Key, she wasn't having none of it. None of that crap.
Yeah,
She filed a
Lisa Marie's
lawsuit.
daughter, Riley Keough. She's a pretty good actress in her own right, man. I've seen her
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
She's pretty good.
Good
And
for her.
this woman's name, Lisa Janine Finley. She pleaded guilty after initially she pleaded not guilty, and so now that she pleaded guilty, they dropped the identity theft charge. So
Wow.
she's got
Just throw the book at her. My God.
yeah, she's
Boy,
just
all the
pleading
shit she
guilty to
did.
mail fraud. Which you know what? If it's the same, sentence or whatever, why not go for Graceland? Why go for just some, humdrum
Go for the
shack? Why
gold.
not? Yeah, yeah,
God dang right. Maybe you got some carpeted walls or something in there. I don't know. I've never
Hey,
been in
yeah,
there.
jungle room. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there.
Boy,
That's pretty cool.
that was just crazy though. But then
Yeah,
she,
go hang out in the jungle room or something, man. Yeah.
wow. But what a crazy lady. Yeah, yeah. She it was Nassani Investments and Private Lending was the false organization. This lady, the
Wow.
bogus lender. Wow, that's boy. That's it. To think she could get away with it. Yeah, yeah. Don't go after one of the most famous houses in America and think you're gonna get away with it. Oh yeah, they lost, but gonna have and then a U-Haul pulls up, and bunch of hill rods jump in there and take over Graceland. It's just the most wacky story. So I'm glad she was caught, and she'll probably only get a couple of years. She could get a hell. I mean, mail fraud. That's usually like 10 year. I don't know if it was a federal, if it was a
Well,
state
that's
fraud.
what McFarlane Firefest guy was charged with, right? That's what we just talked about. So, he
Boy,
got 6 years. So we'll see what she gets. We'll
these
report on
people,
it when we
and
find
yeah.
out.
Well, like I say, McFarland, let's give him 12 next time. Jeez, jerk, goofball, scumbag. In any case, wow, there we
That damn
go.
low life.
There we go. Been a weird weeks, a lot of sadness. And of course, Gene Hackman and his wife and Doc. It's just been a weird week,
Yeah,
man.
that's a weird
So,
situation. Yeah.
yeah, can't wait to find out what the hell's going on there. My theory is that he passed unexpectedly, and she just couldn't take it, you know, and popped some pills or something, whatever. What else could it be? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll see in the next Rock and Roll Geezer Show. But in any case, yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. I'm sure appreciate it. If you want to subscribe, that'd be a cool surprise. We would dig that, man. That'd be crazy cool. But at least enjoy. I hope you enjoy watching it, man. Give us a like at least, and we sure appreciate it. So, why don't you take us home there, Doc?
Yes, yes, yes. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And yeah, we'll see what next week brings, and we'll talk about it next Monday. Hope you'll join us. Have a great rock and roll filled week until then.